Congratulations, you've unlocked Challenge Mode. Challenge Mode allows you to play through the game with extra difficulty and all your weapons and armor that you already own intact. As you destroy enemies in Challenge Mode, the bolts they drop are multiplied by the number shown. Destroying more enemies increases this multiplier, but this will reset each time you take a hit. Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome to a little bonus part for Ratchet Clank Future. Tools of Destruction. In this part, we're going to be showing off what Challenge Mode has to offer for the game. I'm going to be doing a little bit of cuts here and there, as well as showing off some things that you might have missed once you obtained the Rhino 4. So keep that in mind. So you always have this choice whenever you are doing a Ratchet & Clank game by Insomniac. You could either start Challenge Mode or Time Warp to before you fought Tachyon. So you have two choices to do that. This right here, time warping before you fought Tachyon, will return you to the game before you fought Tachyon. There will be no challenge mode, no new added difficulty, no new items. Nothing new is added in. But challenge mode is where new things are added in. So I'll be cutting around for challenge mode, so let's start. So right off the bat, we start off inside of challenge mode with everything that we have acquired so far. We have all of our ammunition, all of our weapons are still inside their proper wheels, but one thing will be taken away from you. You will lose all your gadgets that you get through the story mode of the game. So keep that in mind as you go forward inside of challenge mode. Another thing that challenge mode adds in is there is a skill point you are allowed to get, and that is even better a second time. Beat the challenge mode and you will unlock this skill point, which is worth a whopping 40 points total. The hardest of core is another one that you can start to get on your second playthrough. You have to unlock everything in the game, all skins, which means you have to get all the gold bolts and buy all the skins. You have to get yourself all of the weapon plans, which if you already have played through the game and got all the weapon plans, you do not need to collect them again inside of challenge mode. You have to get all of the skill points, something I didn't do, but got pretty darn close for the most part. Most skill points, the only ones that were really left are Clearly Comet's one and the... Wait, I got this one. You saw me get this one. You literally saw me get this one. Okay. So I didn't get a few of them through it, but you can do that. You can also start working on Everybody Dance Now. This is generally a skill point that is going to take either 2 playthroughs of Future Tools of Destruction or possibly 3 if you screw this up. You have to make every single enemy in the game and every single NPC that is unique dance. This is very difficult to do and can be easily missed because there are one-time only enemies, such as those little creatures on Fastoon the first time you land on it. Now, you can also up your arsenal starting in challenge mode, because we have some things that are unlocked inside of challenge mode, as we will see. But let us proceed through the Kerwan, the good old Kerwan attack that we always have to deal with. This time armed with the Rhino. And as you can see, we have multipliers. So multiplier goes up each time you kill a certain number of enemies. The multiplier goes up to a maximum of 20. And with the bonus crates that double everything, you could end up getting up to a 40 times 40 for bolts, raritanium, weapon upgrades, anything. Now, you're going to need bolts for the run through of the game because of the fact that everything is a little bit more expensive than you might remember. Look at how much bolts I've built up already. I had over 1 million bolts ending the game last time. Now, we're gonna have even more than that. We already have over 1,400,000 bolts. It is very easy to build up to 1 trillion bolts in this game. Now, fun fact, this enemy right here cannot kill them because they are programmed in a cutscene. Enemies, as you can see, are a lot tougher too, as they are getting work out with the Rhino. As we continue through this, we need to find a vendor, which I don't believe we will find until Planet Cobalia. Alright. So, why don't I meet you all on Planet Cobalia, and then we will end up continuing with this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am here on Cobalia before we ended up filling up the gelatonium plant, and we are at our first weapon vendor for GrummelNet.
Great news, Chief. You qualify for our new top-secret Omega series. They're upgraded versions of your current weapons, modified to do maximum damage to enemies.
Yes, so you can buy the Omega versions of weapons now that we are able to do that. So notice that we don't have the Omega version of the Rhino 4. That's because we haven't fully upgraded the Rhino 4 just yet. That being said,
Weapon shop. Here you can buy ammo, upgrade your weapon, or purchase new tools of destruction. Go ahead. Name your poison.
Now the thing about the Omega mods, if I remember correctly, let's buy one right now. What's a cheap one? Omega Lightning Ravager. When you buy that, I believe... No, okay, so you don't get an increase in completing them for Raritanium. So you might be wondering, what use is Raritanium for you then? Well, if we go over this way towards the gadget vendor, he will have something special to you that is only available in challenge mode and is pretty much necessary to you know, complete the everybody dance now skill point.
Oh, hey, you slick. The Golden Groovatron is the crown jewel of the GrummelNet defense arsenal. Every time you use one, a new one will respawn in your inventory. That's right, a lifetime supply of funk. Yours for a reasonable monetary contribution. What do you say? You interested?
Now this costs 2 million Raritanium. I am not joking, ladies and gentlemen, when I say that this is the whole reason why Raritanium is very important inside of challenge mode, which Raritanium is somewhat affected by the bolt multiplier that you can end up getting. Now, with this Raritanium, if you are able to get it, you get the Golden Groovatron, which is basically an infinite Groovatron inside your inventory. It doesn't upgrade, but it is necessary in order to be able to get the Everybody Dance Now skill point, because otherwise you're going to have to spend money on Groovatrons every time, and sometimes you're not going to be able to get into areas. This is why it generally takes 3 playthroughs of Future Tools of Destruction to get that skill point, and why it is one of the more infamous skill points in the game. But that's not all that is available. There should be a new armor that is available, so I will do the gelatonium plant real quick, and then we will end up going in and we will get ourselves the final upgrade and the final change that challenge mode adds in. And then in the next bonus part...
Hey, Chief! You've got enough Raritanium for an upgrade!
You say that now, but there is nothing to upgrade. I forgot I have ammo full. I'm going to be showing off one last thing inside of this, and then we'll just show off the little things we've unlocked inside of challenge mode. So I will meet you guys after the Gelatonium plant. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I have restored the Gelatonium plant, and one more thing gets added into challenge mode that you can so buy if you so wish. The Trillium Armor. Engineered at the center of our advanced Lombax research, this revolutionary armor contains a bionic endoskeleton galvanized with Trillium ore, the most effective armor in the galaxy has ever seen. It will absorb an amazing 65% of all damage.
Engineered at the prestigious Center for Advanced Lombax Research and stronger than any armor this galaxy has ever seen. Worn by the noble Lombax warriors of Fastoon. That model can stop an iridium shell from 20 qubits away. And it's wrinkle-free.
Ooh, wrinkle-free, you say? As you can see, it costs a whopping 1 billion bolts.
Like any time, sir.
And it is the ultimate armor of the game. Mind you, this game functions the same way that other Ratchet and Clank games function, in that depending on what armor you ended your last playthrough on, the next playthrough will treat that armor as the base level armor. You don't need to worry too much though, as your health inside Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction can go up to a whopping 999. Which I believe is the highest it will ever go for the Ratchet and Clank series. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. One last thing I forgot to mention when talking about the Golden Groovatron. You can only buy the Golden Groovatron on planet Cobalia. You must return to Cobalia to this device merchant right here, pay him 2 million raritanium, and then you will get yourself the Golden Groovatron. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it off right here. This has been Roxas1359. Next time, we're going to be showing off what we've unlocked in Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction. But before we end off this episode, you're going to see a montage of the upgrades for the Rhino 4 into its ultimate weapon. See you all next time for the last episode of Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction.
Chief. What can we do you for?
The Rhino forever has been declared a myth by the Galactic Society of Implausible Weapon Designs. Rumors have persisted on the hollow web that this upgrade to the Rhino is theoretically possible, but the subject is so controversial that merely mentioning it has been grounds for 6 months in an intergalactic penitentiary. If you should ever hear any information about if this would scroll faster, Rhino Forever, let alone encounter the actual weapon itself, you're advised to cover your eyes and ears and loudly hum show tunes of your choice. This weapon, should it even exist, is far too dangerous, illegal, and downright gameplay breaking, destabilizing to ever be used. Ever. We mean it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the ultimate upgrade to the Rhino. the Rhino forever.